the world's fastest soft drink, and here it comes.
Now Pepsi Light has even more fresh lemony taste.
Introducing the greatest taste discovery in 100 years.
Let's return to the 1970s when disco balls, lava lamps, and groovy tunes filled the air. Do you think there were many popular drinks during this era that were a sign of coolness? Their tasty flavors and colorful packaging attracted everyone. These drinks gave a fresh joy on sunny days. Join us as we look at 20 famous beverages from the 1970s that we want back. Number 1. Shasta Chocolate Soda. Shasta Chocolate Soda came around in the 70s as a rare drink. The drink was introduced under the ownership of the Shasta Beverages Company, which was a recognized name in the beverage industry at that time. This drink cost less than $1 during that period. Chocolate soda has gained popularity among some people because of its unique taste. It became a regular pop during family gatherings or summer trips, as people love the mix of soda and chocolate. However, only some were a huge fan of this drink. A Reddit user described their experience with chocolate Shasta as unpleasant, likening the taste to an ashtray mixed with chocolate. Due to consumers' curiosity for alternative flavors, Shasta's sodas faced a challenge in gaining widespread popularity. Consequently, the company ceased production of the chocolate cola flavor by the 1980s. What's more significant than a yummy energy drink to bring your spirits up? You'll find out with the next drink on our list.
Give me a mountain and nothing to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Number 2. Mountain Dew Sport. Mountain Dew Sport came out in the late 70s or early 80s. It came out under the ownership of PepsiCo. This was Mountain Dew's first energy drink variant, introduced when energy drinks were in trend. Energy drinks were one of the growing trends back in the 1970s, so the trends of that era inspired the launching of Mountain Dew Sport. People's reaction to this new drink was positive. Its vibrant packaging and taste gained quick popularity. The drink was citrus flavored. The association of the beverage with athleticism gained popularity among the people. Mountain Dew Sport was launched after the failure of Mountain Dew Red to gain attraction toward the product with the motto of promoting athleticism. However, PepsiCo discontinued this flavor in 1991. The reason for discontinuing Mountain Dew Sport could be the company's shift towards other energy drinks and rebranding. The price of this drink at that time was just a few cents, but you'll be shocked to know that someone is selling a used Mountain Dew Sports can on eBay for $450. Crazy, right? Everyone from the 70s remembers the citrus goodie, the Rondo citrus soda. Let's learn about this refreshing choice for the baby boomers. Number 3. Rondo citrus soda. Rondo citrus soda was a lightly carbonated citrus-flavored soft drink in some U.S. markets in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Everyone enjoyed this citrus-flavored soda because of its tangy flavor. Its yellow packaging and flavor made it an easily spotted drink. In comparison to other traditional beverages, this was a refreshing alternative. It used to cost less than $2 a can. Rondo was known for its slogan, Rondo, the Thirst Crusher, and its commercials featured people crushing cans in various ways. Regular Rondo cans were bright yellow, while Diet Rondo cans were green. The production of the drink spanned a brief period, lasting from 1978 to 1981, after which it was discontinued. However, Rondo soda returned to the U.S. markets in 2023 with a design similar to the original packaging and colors. Have you heard about the colorless drink of the 1970s? Well, let's talk about Tab Clear. Number 4. Tab Clear. In 1983, a caffeine-free version of the original Tab flavor debuted, and caffeine-free versions of Coca-Cola and Diet Coke joined it. Now fast forward to 1992. Tab Clear, a caramel color-free version of Tab, hit the shelves in the United States. Even though it came out in 1992, the launch was influenced by the clear cola movement of the 1970s. Tab Clear was an attempt to capitalize on a past trend. There was a buzz among the people after its introduction. People were curious about its taste and wanted to compare it with the original cola. Initially, these cans sold for 23 pence to the British public. Despite being often hyped, Tab Clear couldn't meet the expectations. The taste was the same as the traditional cola. Only some subtle changes in the taste were not very appealing. Tab Clear's journey was a relatively short one. It was referred to as a Born to Die campaign. These factors contributed to its discontinuation in only a year in 1994 due to low sales. It's time to talk about this Caribbean drink straight out of the tropical dream. Everyone's go-to drink on a hot summer day.
It's who we are, deep down inside. True Ting, something we all love. True Ting, genuine to the bone.
Number 4. Ting. Ting is a sparkling grapefruit beverage introduced to the U.S. market in 1976. Desnos and Geddes Limited first developed it. It was later acquired by Pepsi Cola Jamaica Bottling Company in 1999. This drink quickly gained popularity not only in Jamaica, but also in other countries. Ting had both a tart and sweet taste. Ting's distinctive taste and Caribbean touch made it a hit. The success was in more than just its home country, but in all other regions as well. It was sold for $1 to $3 in areas with large Caribbean communities. Ting maintained its reputation as a favorite citrus drink. It was known for its quality ingredients and taste. The success was further influenced by their marketing of Caribbean roots and tropical areas. However, Ting needed help maintaining its market share because of its rising competition. In 1993, Guinness acquired 51% of the company, the rise of the alternative Caribbean drinks leading to the decline of once famous sparkling beverages. Ting was eventually discontinued in many international markets due to a strategic decision made by Desnos and Geddes Limited. Coca-Cola wasn't the only one trying the colorless soda market. Have you heard about Crystal Pepsi? Number 6. Crystal Pepsi. Crystal Pepsi was a clear cola drink created by PepsiCo. Launched in the 1990s just like Tab Clear, Crystal Pepsi drew inspiration from the clear cola movement that peaked in the late 1970s and early 1980s. It was an attempt to revive the nostalgic concepts. The flavor resembled Pepsi, but was marketed as a healthy alternative to Pepsi. Like that could ever exist. The difference between the two drinks was that Crystal Pepsi lacked caramel flavor and used cornstarch instead. It was sold in the market for less than 35 cents. Crystal Pepsi was less sweet than regular Pepsi, and some say it tasted like standard Pepsi without caramel color, making it taste less acidic. It was marketed as caffeine-free. But after the trial, it was widely disliked by people. People reportedly called it the tasteless acid. Pepsi couldn't maintain the hype of it for too long. In 1993, the Crystal Pepsi was discontinued. The final batches were sold till early 1994. In 2005, Crystal Pepsi was sold in Mexico, but for a limited time. In 2008, PepsiCo filed for a trademark on Clear Pepsi and Diet Pepsi Clear products. Pepsi took a nostalgic leap by bringing back Crystal Pepsi in 2022. The product made a grand entrance in 1992, only to flop spectacularly again. Yet, its unmistakable cola mystique kept people fascinated for 30 years after its launch and 28 years after it vanished from the shelves. It's the comeback story that keeps on giving. Things are going to be okay is the famous slogan for the weirdest drink ever. Yes, we are talking about the OK Soda. Number 7. OK Soda. OK Soda was introduced by the Coca-Cola Company in 1993. The company used fluke marketing strategies for the drink. These strategies were typically used to attract the people of Generation X. The campaign was to poke fun at the "I am okay, you are okay" psychology of the 1970s. Generally, the public did not respond much to this offbeat campaign. In 1980, it was revealed that Coke was the world's second most widely known word. The first most commonly known word was okay. Coca-Cola took this as a chance to further increase their marketing by combining the two words. The marketing of the drink was based on purposeful irony and satire. Many enjoyed its unique and ironic methods of marketing. Some found their marketing strategies to be rude and unconventional. This drink was also sold for just a few cents in the market. Irrespective of their unique approach, OK Soda couldn't increase its popularity and was considered the biggest failure of the Coca-Cola Company. The company eventually ceased production after being widely criticized in 1995. While the OK Soda was considered the failed drink of its time, analysts claim this ad campaign was ahead of its time. How can a drink be spicy and fruity at the same time? Our next drink will tell you how.
You think I'm playing? Try it. We'll see who's playing. Red Fusion. Who's your soda?
Number 8. Dr. Pepper Red Fusion. Dr. Pepper Red Fusion came out in 2002. The drink was introduced to the market by the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. While it was launched in the 2000s, it was like a nostalgia for the flavors of the 1970s. This drink was a retro-inspired product, which means the flavor of this drink was inspired by the flavors and taste preferences of the 70s. This drink used the original Dr. Pepper formula with a fruit-like flavor with hints of spices. This unique approach to flavoring made people eager to try it. People were generally happy with the taste of Dr. Pepper Red Fusion. They enjoyed the red color and unique flavor of the drink. Dr. Pepper Red Fusion enjoyed great initial success and popularity because of its association with the already famous Dr. Pepper. Despite its success, Dr. Pepper Red Fusion was discontinued by the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group in 2004 because of a decline in sales. Some fans held an online petition to return it, but had no luck. Next we have Slice, a pure bliss made from pure fruits. Number 9. Slice. Slice was introduced in 1984 by PepsiCo with a variety of flavors to replace Ting, such as lemon lime, orange, grape, and cherry, which fulfill a wide range of taste preferences. Slice itself was introduced in the 1980s, and its wide variety of fruit flavors time back to the trend of different flavors popularized in the 1970s. Slice attracted people because it had so many flavor options. This was a majorly liked drink. People preferred it for its pure fruit-like flavors. The bold flavors combined with the carbonated fizz made it more widespread. It cost less than $1 at that time. Unfortunately, in 2000, Sierra Mist replaced Slice in most markets. The rest of the Slice line was replaced by Tropicana Twister Soda in 2005. In 2006, PepsiCo tried to reintroduce Slice by developing a new line of diet soda called Slice One. In 2009, the Slice line was only available in Walmart. Slice was discontinued by PepsiCo in 2010. It was likely replaced by a drink called Starry. In 2018, New Slice Ventures LLC acquired Slice's trademark portfolio. What's Coke but better? The easy answer would be Coca-Cola Cherry Vanilla. Number 10. Coca-Cola Black Cherry Vanilla. Coca-Cola Black Cherry Vanilla was introduced in 2006 by the Coca-Cola Company. Like many drinks of the new era, Black Cherry Vanilla was also retro-inspired. It was a combination of traditional flavors of the 70s with new flavor trends. When introduced into the market, it created a fuss among the people. The mixture of black cherry and vanilla flavors added a new flavor to the otherwise typical taste of Coca-Cola. The new cola attracted people looking for a different taste. People were pleased with the taste of cherry-flavored Coke. However, during the first 6 months of product sales, the percentage of black cherry was 4%, which was less than other variants. Because of low sales figures, Coca-Cola Black Cherry was discontinued.
Fresh taste of Fresca. Take off, take off, take off. It's light and it's clear with a fresh new taste. Makes you feel like you're flying with the wind in your face.
Number 11. Fresca Golden Peach. It was invented in 1966 by the Coca-Cola Company. The Fresca offered several fruit-flavored drinks. It was known for its sweet and tangy flavors, and it was one of the most popular drinks of the 70s. The combination of peach and the fizz was a light, refreshing beverage. Consumers praised it for its flavor and quality. Fresca was introduced as a citrus-based, sugar-free product. It was the second low-calorie product by Coca-Cola after the Tab. Fresca primarily competes with Keurig Dr. Pepper Squirt. It was one of the company's fastest-growing products. In 1969, Fresca had the highest market share of soft drinks in America, and their drinks were quite affordable, like Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Currently, Fresca has been rebranded as Fresca Sparkling Soda Water. It comes in 4 flavors: grapefruit citrus, black cherry citrus, peach citrus, and blackberry citrus. The drink is marketed as the original no-sugar, no-calorie sparkling beverage. For those who love their diet and wanted to enjoy the drinks too, Pepsi Free came out as the most suitable solution.
Pepsi Free's got great taste. Who needs anything else?
And all that taste is caffeine free.
Just taste it.
Number 12. Pepsi Free. Pepsi Free was introduced to the market in early 1982 by PepsiCo. The drink was 99.7% caffeine-free. Its sugar-free variant was also introduced and was called Diet Pepsi Free. In the 1970s, a trend of health consciousness grew, and people became aware of the side effects of caffeine. Pepsi used this health concern in its next drink as an efficient marketing tactic and began planning its launch in the 70s. The caffeine-free drink piqued the interest and curiosity of consumers. The idea was new for the people at the time. Pepsi Free marketed itself as a healthy option compared to other caffeinated drinks. In 1982, Pepsi Free originally cost 35 cents per can. Pepsi Free enjoyed strong sales during its initial run on the market. In 1987, the name Pepsi Free was phased out. These colas are known simply as caffeine-free Pepsi and caffeine-free Diet Pepsi. Number 13. Justa. Justa was a berry-flavored soda introduced to the market in 1995 by PepsiCo. Justa was marketed as a high-energy drink containing caffeine and guarana. Justa capitalized on the trends of the 1970s, which saw growing interest in health practices and natural stimulants. Some consumers praised its energizing properties, while others found its taste too unconventional. Including guarana, a natural stimulant, gave Justa an edge over other sodas. This made the drink appealing to those seeking an extra energy boost, and it was just $2 and a few cents. The strong taste of the guarana berries may have affected the people's opinion of the drink. Justa struggled to compete with more mainstream soda brands and failed to gain widespread consumer acceptance. Ultimately, Justa was discontinued by PepsiCo in 1999 because of a change in corporate strategies. But some fans of the drink launched a Save Justa campaign, so you can imagine how much some people love this drink. A Coke existed just like Coke, but was acclaimed to be better.
And we're here to introduce the great new taste of Coca-Cola, the taste of today.
Number 14. Coke 2. Coke 2, also known as New Coke, was a reformulation of Coca-Cola introduced in 1985 and renamed in 1992, but the plan to launch it has been brewing since the 70s. This Coke was introduced in Washington only. A can of this Coke used to only cost around 25 cents in the U.S. Introducing New Coke promised a sweeter and more flavorful experience than its predecessor. This concept stemmed from the evolving taste preferences of the 1970s, characterized by a rising demand for indulgent and sweeter soda choices. Advertising campaigns aimed to position it as real cola plus the sweetness of Pepsi, leading to legal disputes between the Coca-Cola Company and Pepsi. Public reaction to Coke 2 was adverse. People saw no reason to accept the New Coke. In 1998, this Coke was only found in a few markets. In 2002, Coca-Cola announced the complete discontinuation of Coke 2. We've talked about Shasta's chocolate cola, but do you know what Shasta's famous drinks were back in the day?
Don't give me that soda, the same old cola. I wanna Shasta.
Number 15. Shasta Cola. Shasta Cola was introduced in the 1930s but gained popularity in the 1970s. The company's ownership belonged to Shasta Beverages. It was a classic cola beverage common in U.S. households, much like Pepsi and Coca-Cola. The main aim of Shasta Cola is to provide people with quality cola. It gained popularity for being relatively cheaper in comparison to its competitors. The drink cost around $1 at that time. Many consumers appreciated its smooth and crisp taste. While Shasta Cola still exists, the original formulation from the 1970s has changed. What came before Diet Pepsi? Well, it was Pepsi Light.
Now, Pepsi Light is sugar-free and only 1 calorie, with a touch of lemon that makes it the freshest tasting 1-calorie soft drink around.
Number 16. Pepsi Light. Pepsi Light was an alternate variant of Diet Pepsi. It was introduced in 1975. Pepsi Light was a low-calorie version of the classic Pepsi soda. Pepsi Light offered people a guilt-free option to enjoy their favorite soda. Public reaction to this beverage was positive. The Pepsi Light was lime-flavored and cost around 50 cents in the 90s. The flavoring was removed in 1984 when the sweetener was changed to aspartame. Pepsi Light was famous in its initial years. Pepsi Light was discontinued in 1998 because it was less widely consumed than hypothesized. Diet Pepsi eventually replaced it. Among the buzz of all the low-calorie drinks, Squirt was also a well-known name. Number 17, Squirt Low Calorie. In 1938, Squirt was created by Herb Bishop. It only cost around a nickel at that time. With its signature tangy citrus flavor and reduced calorie content, Squirt Low Calorie in grapefruit flavor was liked by health-conscious individuals. Squirt was introduced as part of the trends toward low-calorie products, offered a satisfying alternative to sugary sodas. Squirt Low Calorie was introduced when awareness of healthy diets increased. It quickly became popular among individuals managing sugar intake and those prioritizing health-conscious lifestyles. In 1950, it was used as a mixture in cocktails. The Squirt brand changed ownership throughout the years and is currently under Keurig Dr. Pepper. It was only briefly marketed in the 1980s. However, the company continued producing various iterations of the Squirt drink. Talking about healthy drinks, let's move to Mellow Yellow, a drink that could make your day merrier.
Mellow Yellow makes you feel so good, so fast, from your head down to your toes.
Number 18, Mellow Yellow Afterglow. The Coca-Cola Company introduced Mellow Yellow Afterglow in the 1970s. It was an addition to the Mellow Yellow lineup. It was a peach-flavored drink made to give a refreshing taste. It was very affordable and would sell for less than $1. Mellow Yellow Afterglow positioned itself as a flavorful option for consumers. Consumers praised it for its bright and tangy flavor profile. Its vibrant orange-yellow packaging made it stand out on some store shelves. The drink was reintroduced in 2015 and 2018 by Mellow Yellow Peach. It's still available in the Coca-Cola Freestyle Fountain and limited markets. Back in the day, these drinks were adored by many. Upon seeing a picture of Mellow Yellow, one customer expressed enthusiasm, nearly resorting to an extreme reaction before pulling back. Number 19, Fanta Wild Cherry. The Coca-Cola Company introduced Fanta Wild Cherry in the 70s. People liked this variant because of its bold color and sweet and tangy taste. The cherry taste combined with the carbonated fizz of Fanta made it a favorite immediately. The drink retailed for around $2. The drink's red packaging made it even easier to spot on the aisles. The wild cherry flavor was a huge success in the consumer market. The drink is still available in many markets, and people still hype it the same way as it was hyped in the initial days. Tab Lemon Lime was like Sprite Zero and was replaced by it later on. Number 20, Tab Lemon Lime. Tab Lemon Lime was a lemon-flavored diet soda introduced by the Coca-Cola Company in the 1970s. The combination of lemon and lime flavors brought the most delicious citrus-based flavor. People liked the drink because of its tangy taste. Its green packaging made it more prominent among the other beverages. Tab had a good start and was widely recognized. The popularity, though, began to decline in 1982 when Diet Coke was introduced. In 2008, customers purchased around 3 million cases of Tab. A 12-ounce can of Tab Lemon Lime Soda by Coca-Cola would cost $3.16 per fluid ounce. After the COVID-19 pandemic, Coca-Cola scaled down its products that were not widely sold, with Tab being one of them. In 2020, Coca-Cola announced that it was discontinuing Tab. In 2021, Tab was still available in some regions of the United States.